This has massive implications for the Dodgers, and I'm here to tell you all about it in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 42% of the ones who are watching these videos who have already hit the sub button, but 57% of you, I'm not sure why you have not subscribed yet to the best Dodger channel on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe today. We got live streams, we got watch-alongs, we got post-games. We got videos like this that you're not going to find anywhere else on YouTube. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. Blake Snell. That's right. Blake Snell has been shut down from throwing. He could need further imaging. This is the headline from MLB.com. As soon as today's game ended, definitely a huge blow, a major update to say the least. When it comes to Blake Snell's return from injury. The speculation has been, how long is it going to take for Snell to come back, right? We haven't had much information on the Snell injury, on exactly the timeline of his return, but there was plans for Blake Snell to throw his next bullpen session. It was supposed to happen today at Wrigley Field, but it was scrapped because Blake Snell felt discomfort after playing catch yesterday. Yesterday had a light session of, the old-fashioned catch, right? And basically Snell didn't feel right after that session yesterday on Tuesday of just basically playing catch. He wasn't pitching yesterday, right? He was just basically throwing the ball out in the outfield to another, player or staff member out there in the outfield. Wasn't like he was on a mound trying to get ready, to go for a game or anything, and that caused discomfort for Snell. Of course, he's been on the 15-day injury list with this left shoulder inflammation, basically the same injury that he suffered last season with the Giants, right? Last year, same thing happened, had a couple starts, and ended up on the injured list for a few months. So this year, it's like a repeat of the same injury of last season, and it's not looking too good. I know Dave Roberts basically downplayed this, saying that he's not, it's not any more concerned at this point, but the group decided it'd be best to move forward at a slower pace. Snell was likely going to get checked out again when the team returns to L.A. after, of course, this road trip. They'll be flying back to L.A. To play the Pirates this weekend, but this is like what Dave Roberts said, right? Part of the messaging from us to Blake, it's about later in the season. If there's any type of discomfort, let's not try to fight through it. This is what Roberts said before the Dodgers game today against the Cubs. But given where we're at right now on the calendar, I'm not concerned at all. And even after talking to Blake yesterday, I just wasn't concerned. Now, of course, this is Dave Roberts obviously downplaying the situation, right? I mean, you cannot be not concerned with what's going on with Blake Snell, right? This is basically Dave Roberts just downplaying the situation for the media, and I'm sure Andrew Freeman is going to do the same thing, especially since Andrew Freeman, as we know, was one of the main people who wanted to bring Blake Snell over, so it'd be kind of, he's gonna stand by Snell, and he's going to support, what's going on, and everybody's just going to say the same thing. There's no cause for alarm. Let's not get concerned. It's still early in the year. They're all going to say the same thing. But I'm telling you right now, I think you have to be concerned with Blake Snell because this is the same injury he had last season with the Giants. He was out an extended period. Sure, he came back and was one of the best pitchers in baseball when he did come back, right? He was lights out for the Giants in the second half of the year. It wasn't like he came back and pitched poorly. But this injury it's not something you want to be dealing with ever, right? As a pitcher, and this left shoulder inflammation is something that he's dealing with right now, right? Of course, today the Dodgers, dropped the game against the Cubs. They used 7 pitchers. It was a crazy game, another really good game out there in Wrigley. But I think that's not even the big story tonight. I think the story is the Dodgers and Blake Snell, right? I think this is also very concerning what Blake Snell said to the Orange County Register. He revealed this earlier this week. He admitted to the Orange County Register that the pain in his shoulder lingers here and there. He said, "Hey, I'm 32 now. I'm not 23. Once I get throwing, I'm good. When I play catch, I don't feel it. When I get out there, I'm good. It's like when I wake up, I got to get it going." So, obviously, the pain in his shoulder is always going to, it seems like it's always going to be there, right? I mean, it's like it's not going to go away. Snell is, like he said, he's 32 years old. He's been in the big leagues for a while now. And this guy has shoulder issues, right? He has chronic arm issues that I think the Dodgers, took a big risk, of course, when they signed him, right? I mean, the Dodgers, I think, took a risk here. A 5-year, $182 million contract is what Blake Snell is owed, after he opted out of that 3-year deal with the Giants after just one season. It's a 5-year deal, $180 million for a player that has shoulder issues, chronic shoulder issues. And this came out of Blake Snell's mouth. I'm not making this up. This guy said that the pain is always lingering right there every time he plays catch or is on the mound. So, I mean, that does not bode well for a pitcher that, is locked up for the next 5 years. I mean, do you really think, what does everybody think out there? He's 32 years old right now. Do you think Blake Snell is going to be with the Dodgers playing when he's 37 years old? I mean, is this a situation where Blake Snell ends up only playing 3 or 4 years and ends up retiring, or the Dodgers, of course, have to release him early? Because, arm issues at this age, if it's happening again, I think you have to be concerned. He was only playing catch yesterday, and he's already feeling pain, right? He hasn't even gotten into a bullpen session, and he wasn't even able to handle playing catch, right? So I think there's obviously something wrong with Blake Snell's shoulder, and it's going to need more time to heal, right? The Dodgers were trying to kind of rush him back, I think, with the recent play of the pitchers, right? And the guys have been calling up to fill in for him. Bobby Miller, Justin Wrobleski, Landon Knack. These guys haven't really come through. So the Dodgers like, let's try to get this guy back, right? And unfortunately, he's just not ready. Blake Snell is not ready to play with the Dodgers yet. He's not ready to be on the mound. He's clearly not ready. It's only been a couple weeks. The Dodgers were trying to, of course, maximize or try to bring him back as quickly as possible to get him on a path to be once again starting with the Dodgers every 5th day. But that's not happening, right? And I think the Dodgers are going to probably take the rest of this month off in terms of Snell, playing catch or any. I think he's on the shelf for the rest of April. I think after the latest episode of him having pain after playing catch, I think they're going to take the rest of this month off to kind of think things over. And like they said, going to have further imaging to take a look more at what's going on. And they're going to downplay it because that's their job. But us out here, of course, we're here to question all of that because I think you have to be concerned with Blake Snell's injury. Of course, the Dodgers today, not really a moot point, but I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, what the team went through today using all these pitchers again. Bullpen game, and it was a rough day for a lot of guys. So, I mean, it's concerning. The Dodgers had a lot of these bullpen games last year, and they were able to win the World Series, but it's hard to do it in back-to-back years. And if Snell is out for an extended period, or if any other pitcher goes down for an extended period, I really wonder if the Dodgers, how it's going to really affect the Dodgers come October, if they're having to use bullpen games again. So something to keep an eye on. Blake Snell, once again, injured, and who knows when he'll be back. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Dodgers. Woo!